Good morning, church. I want to introduce you to Derek. He's a member of our church and he's also a counselor with Solutions in Chatswood. Good morning, Derek.
Hi, Pastor Ann. How are you?
I'm good. Hey, we are navigating a pandemic, and I think we're facing restrictions that go unprecedented in our lifetime. And I think we're all being challenged and a bit stressed to some degree. So, Derek, what should people be looking out for in themselves and in their loved ones at this time?
Great questions, because the impact, COVID's really impact on all of us. And I think one of the things is COVID has led to, disruptions in our daily routine, restrictions on where we can go, the unpredictability of the actual lockdown themselves, the anticipation of like financial impact, the threat of infection, and, the remote chance of death. All these things impact on us and impact us on our sense of security, our sense of freedom, our hope for the future. And I think as a result, it shakes our sense of well-being, mental well-being. And I think the symptoms when this starts getting shaken, it comes through as like symptoms of anxiety, depression, and burnout. And what they look like is, some of the symptoms could be like sadness, being more irritable and angry than usual, feeling a bit hopeless and even helpless, feeling out of control, feeling sense of loneliness, the disconnectedness, a sense of apathy, like you can't be bothered, you're having really little energy, changes in your eating habit, interest level drop in things that, you previously enjoyed, the increase in addictive behaviors, things like alcohol use, video games, online shopping, pornography, even watching more and more TV, recreational drug use. So you could even sense like a sense of apathy, empathy that drops, like you have less ability to hold other people's emotions in your hands. You might withdraw and just avoid social situation, even on Zoom. People might get more ruminating thoughts, like the self-denigrating thoughts, more self-harming thoughts, and even suicidal thoughts. So these are just some of the symptoms that people might encounter.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I think the more you have of those symptoms, the more urgent it is that you do get help, isn't it?
True, yeah.
And so how can people help themselves and their loved ones at this time?
Yeah, I think there's some basic things that we can do to start. I think the first thing is really just having a self-check. So really stop and just check, hey, ask yourself, how am I actually doing? You literally got to do that. And if you're noticing that you're feeling some symptoms that I mentioned, then just go get help. So you can find a counselor, a Christian counselor like myself at www.ccaa.net.au, which is the Christian Counselling Association of Australia. The other thing that I would recommend people to do is really just in terms of self-care, just having a framework, and it's called SEEDS. And SEED stands for sleep, exercise, educate, diet, socialize, and I add on an extra S for spiritual. And we'll unpack this maybe in the next video, but sleep stands for good sleep habit, exercise, getting enough and what kind of exercise you need, educate, learning new skills to stimulate your brain, diet, keeping a good diet to feed your body so you have enough energy and for your brain to work properly, to stay mentally well, socialize, to connect over, like, we can do Zoom, FaceTime, phone calls, different ways that we can do. And of course, spiritual, staying connected at church, and through, the various things that church is doing. Research has actually found that SEEDS combination actually boosts brain health, and especially those struggling with anxiety and depression. So these are things that we can all do, and things that actually I recommend my clients to do when they're actually struggling with anxiety and depression. And so if you're actually looking for help and looking for resources to go to, you can go to the CCA website, you can go to Headspace, go to Beyond Blue, Black Dog Institute. You can go to my website, kaichristiancounseling.com, and there's videos and audios you can download and resources that can help you. So these are just some things that I think we can do as sort of basic to keep ourselves well in COVID.
Oh, that's brilliant advice, Derek. Thank you so much. And church, we know that God is in control and he will bring us through, but sometimes we need to reach out to a trained person to get that little extra bit of help. So look, if you're concerned about yourself or a loved one, why don't you either contact a counselor, speak to one of the leaders here at church, and we will do all we can to help you through at this time. And we will have some more videos for you very soon. Derek, thank you. Church, God bless you. We're going to get through this. Love you. Bye.
Thanks, Pastor Ann. Bye, everyone.